Peace family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about sharing your information as far as about what you have going on with your building for your future, just ideas that you have that you want to implement in your life. We got to start having to be extremely careful and mindful who we are sharing our information with. And I only say that because I don't believe in secrecy and all of that shit. But when you are out here in this Western world, this shit is a battlefield 24/7, whether you having your own personal battles going on within, some shit that you want to stop doing, or some shit that you just dealing with from generational curses or from your upbringing, or you got other people battles that's close to you on you, or when you leave your house you got strangers gang stalking, battling you, everything, all of the above, you know what I'm saying? But I realized, and I gave an example before in a previous video about I'm one of them beings that will tell the oppositions what I'm doing, and I dare you to stop me, like in basketball. You know, I'll tell you I'm about to pull up and shoot right here, and you're gonna have to stop me. Now, I still love that analogy and I still use that, but what I'm realizing is what's happening now. You don't ever really know when you moved up until you moved up. That makes sense. You never know when you moved up in the spirit realm until you moved up. So it's not like, oh, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna move up and that's how it's gonna work. That's not how it works. Because when you actually move up in the spirit realm, you can feel it. You can feel it within. It's like a knowing. So it's not something that somebody else is gonna be able to tell you or to be able to correlate with it, unless they've been moving up in the rankings and now they're able to use their experiences and compare them with yours. But when you move up in these rankings in the spiritual realm with the Creator, and you are still sharing information, ideas, plans, all these things that you have going on, you have to make sure that you're sharing them with the right beings if you choose to share them. Share them with your tribe, you know what I'm saying, the people that you trust the most. Because we moving around a lot of demons, a lot of narcs, you know, a lot of beings just confused in the middle, so they're just siding with the opposition just because they don't understand that the Creator rules everything. You know what I'm saying? So these demons, these people, these beings, like, you'll be sharing information with like fucking friends, family, or a spouse, or somebody you dating or talking to. You'll be sharing information with these beings, like ideas and things that you have going on coming up that you want to do, and you not understanding that they're working against you. So now you'll have some witchy shit come up when you're trying to implement your new ideas into your lifestyle that you live in now. You'll have some witchy shit going on when you are thinking that what you have going on right now is supposed to be taking the next step, and you was really excited about it, but since you shared that information with a certain being, now you're realizing that you're having to work harder, or that it's like more obstacles just fell in the middle of the road while you was right there. It was like nothing was there. You was on the yellow brick road, and all of a sudden them yellow bricks start falling. You was like, what the fuck is going on? But it didn't happen till after you shared your information with a certain being. It's usually the beings that's going to be opposition of you. Partners, spouses, people you talking to, dating, you know what I'm saying, people that's trying to get with you. It's going to be anybody that can get their vessel close enough to you to tamper with your energy. And they're usually looking for any angle possible. And I realized, like, a lot of this witchy shit, like, you be talking to people and then you can just see them like smirking and smiling and shit, and I'd be like, what the fuck is you smirking and smiling for? Like, I'm talking about some serious shit that's going on either within me or some serious shit as far as like ideas I wanted to do or put out there, or something that I got going on and a wrinkle has happened. And it's like, I'm very good at reading energy, and I know a lot of other chosen ones are really good at reading energy. So when you start doing all that smiling and smirking shit, we clearly can read the signs and tell what's going on in between there. You know what I'm saying? So we are putting ourselves in a position sometimes to make ourselves work harder because we really love what we do. And we really want to share the information. We're excited about it, but it's like we in a world now to where if someone is happy, it's almost like you gotta keep that shit to yourself because so many demons out here. That shit crazy. I'm happy, so now I gotta like go express my happiness in like my own space, my own bubble. I gotta go out into like nature with the animals and with life and shit. Like you don't even wanna express it around humans because they're gonna like try to pull your shit the fuck back down. You might not have beings around you shooting your ideas down, and what happens is when you moving with the creator and they done noticed your shift in elevation, it's hard for them to talk bad about it. So what they do is they'll work their black magic and witchy shit behind the scenes when they're not around you, and that shit will have you not really comprehending what's going on because you're talking to this being and they're smiling in your face and they're like kind of like, oh yeah, you're doing a good job, or yeah, I appreciate that, or oh yeah, much respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all these little subtle congratulations, but you can feel that the energy is really still weird, like, because you know how excited you are when you see somebody else like score a touchdown or just they grew a extremely large plant that they was excited about. Like, you feel excited for them inside yourself for them. So when you're excited about something that you going on and you're sharing that, you are not going to get those same responses back. It's like once we found our peace and understood it and overstood it, none of these beings is going to want you ascending anymore past what you already are, because they already couldn't stop you where you're at now. So now anytime you're sharing information with them, they're gang stalking you spiritually. Let's remove the physical gang stalking. So if they're gang stalking you spiritually, that means these demons, these entities had access to your information since forever. You know what I'm saying? They've always had access to your information. So when I say spiritual meaning behind gang stalking, it would be like, I had 3 partners, 3 females, the past 3 females, ex, my BM, and then another partner I tried to talk to. They were all the same energies, all 3 of them, but the vessels was different, but I was able to read them because they all had the same characteristics. So that's how I understood it was more spiritual. When you understand it's more spiritual, the person that you're with now can gang stalk you spiritually and then relay information to the next demon or, you know, entities that we do not see. So when you get with somebody else or the next person try to get in your space, you it's like familiar energy, you know, and then they kind of, it'll be things that'll happen like throughout your time with that being that is gonna be able to show you and reflect that, how the fuck did this motherfucker know this information about me? You know, where did they get this information from? And it don't always have to be, okay, well, you like crackers, so now they know you like crackers. No, it's gonna be something else within that you're gonna be able to tell, because everything is gonna be too obvious that it feels like you've been experiencing this shit already. So that's what I be saying about as far as like, we cannot be sharing information the way we want to share information. And when you do share that information, share it with your tribe. Share it with the beings that's like you. You know what I'm saying? The other superpower beings out here that's moving and working to raise this motherfucking frequency. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful and stop sharing it with them, because then we're making ourselves work harder. They're gonna gang stalk from every angle possible spiritually. Yes, it depends on where you at, where it's gonna happen at. If you somebody with a big bag and big money, or you got family members that's connected to some things like that, these people are gonna be working all their technology against you because they have access to it. But when you spiritually connected and you not in the physical realm, in those high up financial brackets where, or connected to like the military and all these things where they would access you at, spiritually you're gonna still have it happening to you, because everything's happening in the spiritual realm first before it happens in this 3D realm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to run up too long. I just want our chosen ones, we got to stay mindful about how we share our information. If you get excited about some shit that just happened, think about it first, which we always think first, but do not just jump straight out to share it with other beings. Try to intake it and sit on it and enjoy it within yourself if you can. You know what I'm saying? Because these other beings will utilize that shit against you, and then that shit will make you work harder at what you're trying to accomplish. Peace and love to the kings and queens.